1.2 million people have lost their lives in road accidents over the last decade. And if that's not grave enough, 5.3 million, now that's the size of a small country, have been injured or maimed. Well, those are shocking numbers, but it gets worse. 16 people die every hour in India from road accidents and 46 children are injured every single day. Now, these are numbers that should make everyone sit up and take notice. Well, we at Autocar have taken notice, and since 2009, we're happy to do our part by tying up with Maruti Suzuki India Limited to present the Young Driver Program. And this is a program that promotes safety awareness amongst young drivers. We had 41,000 contestants from all over the country vying to be safe drivers. Well, they went through a grueling online quiz, and the safest of those were then sent to 42 different cities in Maruti driving schools to go through a driving test. Well, the 30 safest drivers are here with us today at IDTR in Delhi for the grand finale. They're all winners in our eyes, but they're vying for one top honor. That honor was this, a gleaming brand new Maruti Alto 800. But to win this vehicle, the contestants would require to navigate a series of driving tests under the watchful eyes of the IDTR instructors.
We never get to drive in such situations, which we do over here. So this is one of the best driving facilities I've ever seen.
When you walk through the track, it looks very easy. But when you actually drive the vehicle, you really come to know how difficult it is to actually, be a part of the young drivers and also prove that you are really, worth it.
These are the people who are just at the verge of learning driving and started driving. So in the first step itself, while their learner license is made, if we can make them aware of what are the road rules and what are the road signs and how they have to follow them and why it is important, it makes hell of a difference.
For a layman, the test would seem as easy as pie. Speeds were slow and turns were being carefully negotiated. But on the ground, things were slightly different for the contestants, as they had to prove their mettle while being scored on over 20 parameters, including subtle ones such as the pre-driving checks they performed, their knowledge of road civility, and of course their driving behavior. Little nuances were also checked, like which gear they were driving in and at what speed, how they started, how they stopped, and how they used their mirrors to negotiate each challenge as well.
Doing this today made me realize that if I have to go to a really cramped place and reverse my way out of it, I would probably not be able to do that.
First I was nervous, then while driving I became confident.
The zigzag curve, which we usually don't do on a regular basis, so that was challenging.
Fantastic experience. It's actually a better learning experience than most whatever driving schools I've attended or whatever other tests I've given.
Well, I think the most important safety feature in any car is the driver. And we can't overemphasize enough how important good driver training is, and that really is what the Maruti Autocar Young Driver program stands for.
Autocar Young Drivers 2015 drew to a close at the awards ceremony, which also served food for thought for not just the young drivers, but to all the stakeholders involved.
Any society finds it difficult to bear the loss of young people, and once they realize that they are using the roads and they have to share space with others, the young people need to set example for others.
It's extremely important for, from a policy making standpoint, one, to look at road safety as a framework and not just as an activity, because it's only when you have a framework under which you can address licensing, training, engineering, enforcement, trauma care, investigation, data collection, is when you can actually start looking at, getting sustainable solutions out.
This is a wonderful initiative that we are doing together with Autocar. We get an opportunity to reach, wider spectrum of people through this. What is very exciting about it is that the number of participants is increasing by the day.
As the runners-up were announced, the suspense only mounted, broken finally by a round of applause as Mohit Kumar Malik from Faridabad was crowned the winner, ending the day's proceedings on a happy note. Yet what everyone took back home was the fact that though pace of change towards safe driving is slow, it is moving in the right direction.